tonight on such a large stage, the biggest stage FSW has ever had. And you gotta figure she's still feeling the effects of that bloodbath she had with Alice Blair back at No Escape.
Yeah, bloodbath, Lord, geez, let's see if she's got her wits about her. Yeah, the tons of blood she lost in that steel cage match, but it all the heart and the triumph, she overcame everything Alice Blair threw at her, and now we got ourselves a new champion, and now we got ourselves a first ever matchup. We are now seeing the first title defense of the new champion in Gypsy Mack. Let's see how she fares up against Katie.
It has been 6.5 years since Katie Forbes has challenged for the FSW Women's Championship. She challenged our second ever champion, Taya Valkyrie, for that title and came up a little bit short. But will things change tonight? Will things go her way tonight, especially with the support of the man at ringside, RVD?
There's got to be some butterflies in the stomach, like I said, but also it's just another power couple in this game. Like I said, you got Katie and RVD, but another power couple that's making their strides and making a name for themselves here at FSW, that being Gypsy Mack and Dante Key. Who knows, that could be a potential another first-time matchup here underneath the forbidden door has been shattered. That is Future Stars of Wrestling.
And before this match gets too deep, I just want to send a shout-out to one of our sponsors, Wrestling Spotlight TV. Check them out on social media. Great interview recently with Joe DeFalco discussing this event. Check with them to see all the interesting guests they almost have on a weekly basis.
Interesting guests, not to mention my kayfabe friends, compadre.
Oh, I was going to cut him out.
He was just on the Wrestling Spotlight TV. Shout out to him. But no, for real, shout out to Wrestling Spotlight TV. Thank you for your sponsorship here tonight on this historic event, that being Mecca 10, benefit for Bay. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your sponsorship. Everybody make sure to go follow Wrestling Spotlight TV on all social media platforms.
Will Gypsy Mack return to the FSW arena in 12 days as your reigning women's champion? Friday, February 4th, Ground Zero, back here on Triller TV Plus. Or will Katie Forbes cut her reign short tonight? Got that evil side of Katie Forbes, but Gypsy Mack, we've seen it before. She can mix it up in any style. So if Katie Forbes wants to get dirty tonight, Gypsy will too.
Gypsy Mack right there. Oh, shoulders up. Okay, nicely done by our senior official, Amber, making sure that both of the shoulders are up. It's a contest of two styles. I want to say Katie has more of a powerhouse type of offense.
She has that ass-based offense you got to watch out for.
Yeah, shout out to that ass. Look, there it is right there. Okay. Hey, there goes the twerk queen. There you go.
It is mesmerizing, and that's why she's able to counter.
Pull out the quote from Ron Simmons. Hey!
Irish whip, didn't get everything, but Gypsy able to stop some of the momentum before Katie was able to regain control.
Nice Irish whip from Katie. Oh, wait a minute. Gypsy trying to get over. Didn't get over fast enough. But she got that kick in. Can we see a Kodak? Sunset flip.
Sunset flip. The safer bet by Gypsy Mack to bring Katie Forbes down. Gets a near fall.
Swing and a miss. Oh, spinning heel kick from the FSW Women's Champion.
And it looks like it caught her right in the jaw.
Right in the freaking jaw. Shay, look. I know RVD would appreciate that type of maneuver. That's straight out of an RVD playbook.
If it was happening to anyone else, he'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, I think Gypsy got a little bit too big for her britches.
Simple counter.
Oh, and a simple toss to follow.
Allows Katie Forbes to regain the advantage. Rolling neck snap.
Rolling neck snap indeed. Katie has regained control of this championship match. Remember, the championship is on the line, and we had this conversation on the pre-show. We talked about how this match was announced. We talked about the time frame it was in. It was just announced 2 days ago. How much time did Gypsy Mack originally, you think, had enough time to prepare and do her homework and study any type of film on one Katie Forbes?
You know, and what's interesting is Katie Forbes' style has changed over the years. Not everything she does, not all of her offense looks pretty, but a lot of it's effective. She's like a pit bull. She's constantly coming at her opponent. She stays on the attack.
So she's in there with another pit bull, that being Mrs. Van Dam herself. And Miss Katie going to work using that ring post right now. with that environmental offense, using parts of the ring to inflict more damage on her opponent.
Much like her husband, she's very green. She loves the environment.
Shout out to Mr. RVD.
Shout out to Smoky Weed, too.
Yeah, shout out to that man of the environmental culture. Love to see. Oh, nice forearm from Katie.
And Gypsy Mack is going to have a damaged wheel to contend with now as she makes her first title defense.
Yeah, you know she's got to be on one tire right now. That other one's been taken out from underneath her, courtesy of that ring post. Shout out to the game plan that RVD passed off to Katie so she can bring back that FSW Women's Championship.
Simple, effective, and damaging. And again, not much Gypsy Mack can really do. She's trying to kick while she's on her back like she's Antonio Inoki, but I don't think that's going to get you the victory. Might create some separation.
That's all she needs right now. Nice forearm from Mack. But shout out to Katie paying tribute to her husband, Mr. RVD, with the yin-yang symbol that he used to rock on his own singlets right now, on a singlet of her own. Shout out to her. I like that tribute that she did to the whole effing show.
What? Oh, God, this is career changing if she hits that. Gypsy Mack saw her career flash before her eyes, able to evade, and now the champion trying to mount some kind of rally.
Wow. Nice ring down from Katie, pulling that momentum that the champion was trying to build. Much to the pleasure of this crowd right behind her. We got ourselves a Katie Forbes section over here, right in front of Hardcam, loving everything that Katie's doing. I know they go crazy. She can leave out here the FSW Women's Championship with Gypsy Mack's first defense. But does he want to be in that same conversation with Sasha Banks as someone who can never defend their championship successfully one time?
Yeah, you had to fill me in on that one. But anyway, Katie Forbes, again, staying on the attack. Hammer throw into the corner, charges in and connects. And again, brings the champion down. This time running head of steam, running thick attack.
Thick attack, thick attack, thick attack. Try saying that 10 times fast. I love to see it. Wait a minute. We got ourselves a stink face. Oh, the twerk to follow.
I'm not going to throw out the line about people paying for the good money for that, but it is a show that we're taking donations for Chris Bay for.
Shout out. Make sure y'all scan that QR code and donate whatever you can to none other than Chris Bay to a good cause to cover his medical expenses. Like RVD said earlier before this match, he said this is what it's all about. He's not here to wrestle, but he's here for a good cause, that being Chris Bay. And that's here to also help us get some donations together so Chris Bay can have everything taken care of where he doesn't have to stress about anything else as far as just on his road to recovery. Don't have to worry about bills or none of that shit. That was his quote. But just worry about rehab and recovering and getting back to the ring whenever he can.
One thing the champion has to worry about now, even though she's on the offense, is that knee, that ankle.
Nice stop.
Hacks away at her with the chop.
Nice
and she's
drop.
about to drop her own bomb on the midsection.
Shades of Miss Jada Parker. Gypsy Mack had her own version for herself tonight. She's doing it on one wheel, but she's going to gain some momentum. And
bicycle.
Big time face wash right to the face of Katie Forbes. Oh, and a stink face.
Again, people pay good money for that. Donations.
Yes.
We are taking them for Chris Bay. Near fall by the champion. You got to figure she's going to get frustrated. Not necessarily because Forbes is kicking out, because she's also dealing with that pain in her leg as she tries to make her first successful defense of the belt.
Yeah, if you're watching, whoever donates $100, we'll get y'all a stink face from one of these two ladies. Gypsy Mack or Katie Forbes. Go ahead and donate. Hit that QR code.
The way you're talking, you're acting like you're dressed like Rocky T.
Shout out Rocky T. Wait a minute. Nice split leg drop. Dropping a dime. Katie Forbes, new champion. Not tonight.
And you got to figure if Katie Forbes wins the title tonight, she's going to want a giant display, a framed photograph of her holding the title, 30 by 30 at least. And if she wants that, she can hit up our friends at Desert Sun Fine Arts and Framing to achieve that. Check them out here in Las Vegas. Spear!
Shout out to Desert Sun Fine Art Framing. We love y'all. Thank you for your sponsorship. Thank you for your donation towards this.
Whoa! And RVD interrupting our plug. What does he have in mind here?
Wait a minute. RVD is on the apron. But look at Katie in the other side of the ring with a chair of her own. What is going to happen? What is going down?
Gypsonator!
Gypsonator indeed.
And Gypsonator.
RVD's plan may have backfired on him.
You know what?
Gypsy Mack took full advantage.
The ref sees the chair in the ring, but I think she's cool with it after what RVD just pulled. She knows something happened. She doesn't know what.
RVD's not done though. Wait, he's trying
Wait,
to
well, what
up.
is she setting up for?
Will she hit up? RVD. Oh, 5-star frog splash. 5-star frog splash from Gypsy freaking Mack.
Here's your winner and still FSW Women's Champion. Oh my gosh. Gypsy Mack.
Gypsy Mack retains here tonight. Art overcomes not only Katie Forbes, but the game plan of RVD, who must have forgotten some of the strategies Bill Alfonso taught him back in the day.
Gypsy Mack's first title defense is a success. This is the new face of the women's division and a fighter that Katie Forbes will never soon forget on this night, as Gypsy Mack got the best of not only Katie Forbes, but the whole effing show, RVD.